Hi everyone, this is Pat Gillette from Dragonfly Art Studio. And I just want to say that maybe it's time for each of us to create our own new normal. It's time to take control of our lives. You know, everything has shifted so much. Life has shifted. Um, and we're filled with a lot of frustration. And there's a lot of blame going around. And when you create your own new normal, you can move forward. You can not get stuck in all of that stuff. You can transform your life, and art can help you do that. You can change from frustration to discovery and acceptance. And when you do that, you find a new way to live. The old way is gone. We don't know if it can ever come back again. So, what would your new normal be? This is an opportunity now. We're away from the old schedules and the old time constraints. We can work more in our own pace. So what would your new normal look like? We have to face that we're all in a grieving process. This time of grieving starts with denial, and we certainly saw a lot of that happening in our country. But once you get past the denial, then the next stage of grieving is anger. And we see that anger is being projected and thrown at everybody who gets in the way, you know. And the anger gets you stuck. The denial gets you stuck. You can't move forward anymore. And art is there to help you move past those. Let me tell you what happened to me just 2 days ago. Um, I was put on hold, okay? My website was totally down. Couldn't get at it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. One tech group passed me off to the next tech group, and they put me on hold. So, healing with art and actually getting control of your life begins with setting up an art studio, an art space, not even a studio. For years, I worked at the end of the dining room table, but I declared it my space, you know? My daughter and I, we do art together when I was a single parent. And this is a great way to be. You have your art supplies out all the time, at reach. You have your paper out. You can just go there and create whenever inspiration hits. So here I am on hold with this terrible, god awful music playing. Okay, I laid the phone down, went over to my art station, and I took out this brand new set. Oh, let me show you the cover. Gallery Artist Soft Pastels. And I had heard about them, but I hadn't used them yet. So I opened up the box, and I mean, they are pretty luscious, you know. The colors are gorgeous. They're a nice size. They're not real skinny. They're not going to break on you. They're not brittle. They're soft pastels, and the colors are just, knockout gorgeous. And the only paper I had was a marker tablet from the grocery store. So I opened that up. It's about 11 by 14. And I just started to scribble. And let me say to all you people, you scribblers out there, you have to get yourself some oil pastels. Because, I'll talk to people and they'll say, oh, you draw, all I can do is scribble. So I started to scribble. And these oil pastels were just fantastic. And as I'm scribbling, I started with like kind of the central place in here, and I just kept adding colors and layers and layers of color. Now let me tell you something, what happens when you're doing art like this. It puts you in another place. You're in an altered state. It takes you away from this world. First of all, it's a timeless place to be. It's a healing place to be. Your body fills with endorphins. You get rid of cortisol, which means you are de-stressing. You are into a healing mode. Endorphins fill your body, and the more I scribbled, the better I felt. It's a timeless place. That's the second thing it does. I lost track of how long I was on hold, which was a good half hour, and I just got into the art. into the colors, into the form, into the shapes it was taking. I wasn't looking at any kind of a picture for an interpretation. This was just all from my imagination. And and then I worked through to some of the background, the yellows and the blues and things. And I also had a little bit of oil in a little container from a past project I had done. So I dipped in that and I blended the yellows and the blues in the background so that then the flowers would really stand out for me. And so I blended the background. And I just got so involved in this timeless place, feeling great, that finally, when the call came through, I was a human again. I was I wasn't angry. I wasn't frustrated. I could sympathize with the guy, and I said, gee, you tech guys must be really busy these days, kind of a thing. I mean, it transformed me, and I was so pleased with the end result. I can't begin to tell you what a revelation this is to me. I mean, anytime you're in this bad place where you're challenged about anything, even little things can get blown way out of proportion, you know? Whenever we feel helpless, we feel we're a victim, but that's the world out there. With art, you come into the world in here. You're into the land of imagination. This is where your power lies. It brings you into the now, this moment of time. You know, they always say anger, you're in the past, and fear, you're in the future, and we don't know what the future holds for us. So let me bring you back to the now. Come back to art. Come back to healing. It's a wonderful, fun place to be. It's a wonderful way to live. You'll create a total shift in yourself as we all head through these same challenges that are just so beyond comprehension sometimes. But art is the great escape, and it'll be a great way to go according to your own body clock, set your own speed and tone. When you join us over at Dragonfly Art Studio, you know, you'll sign up, you'll get art projects. We're going to be starting the group where you'll get projects every week and things to do, and we'll learn about other artists and how they did it. And it'll just be a fun way to live. You need this inner balance to the outer world, because the outer world you can't change, you know. You can't change other people, you can't change what's happening. All you have control over and power over is yourself, your inner journey. And that's all art. You can find that with art. With art, you either learn or you win. There are no mistakes. Everything is your own way of doing things, your mark. So move forward during this time. Don't get stuck along the way. Don't let the world get you down at all. Go on your inner life. Go on the artist journey within. Join us at Dragonfly Art Studio and put fun back in your life again. Thanks for being here. Bye for now.